Here with the coffee cup reading for the last part of the month. So from the 15th till the 30th of this month. So let's see what is going on with the coffee cup readings here. On the bottom, I see a bit of chaos. Actually, not really knowing which direction you need to go. Um, I know there is a man here in the middle. He's kind of dancing, going with that flow. There are horses around him. There's an arrow around him that say, you have to go up. I see a saxophone, so it could be that he is playing saxophone or listening to music. I also see that if you look at it, it's like it's a little bit all over the place. Which direction shall I go? I have no clue. And there's a woman, above his head. So it could be that in his subconscious mind, there's a woman playing, he's thinking of someone, but not knowing which direction to go. And if I look further in the cup, and that's playing on a subconscious level. So it's also for the collective. I have a feeling that, well, I don't know if it's all over the world, that feel it, but here in Glastonbury, it's really dense. It's a very heavy energy at the moment. And it's almost like you can't move. It's almost like, we know we had the chemtrails, we had the beautiful weather, we dealing with density. It's almost like feeling grief. It could be that you feel anxiety, that you're more in your head than ever. Well, that's not that weird that you are going more to your headspace, because we are in the air season of Gemini, and Gemini is about thoughts, it's about intellectual, it's about thinking, it's about expressing. So that's not really that weird, but it's almost like, the old you has to die before a new you can exist. And I have a feeling that the whole collective is going through this. In the meantime, keep on dancing, keep that energy moving, whatever you do. I also see here um, two pair of legs upside down, and it's almost that they are, um, yeah, they're maybe both of their lives are upside down, because there things that happened weren't expected. Um, what I also see is Hathor here on the Hathor is holding you in, in love and in the embrace. So that was so beautiful when I saw this. Hathor is bringing you home in love, and that's, I also see a mermaid here, and that mermaid is swimming towards, here to the open road. There are also here masculine and feminine energy greeting each other, and I have a feeling that yeah, it's almost she's holding a staff, and it's you know, connected with each other. So yeah, don't don't be afraid about it, to closing that gap, you know. I also see a heart here that says, and it's really building, you know. It's the coffee is very thick here, so it's, you know, the heart is building strength, it's building building up. So it could be that the closer they become, the more they share with each other, you know, the more um, things are coming together, you know. It's strengthening, it's heart strengthening. It's also about it could be that hearts were broken, you know, on the feminine, masculine side, and now it built up so much um, layers of self-love, of self-knowledge, that it's different, it's difficult, you know, to share that with one person. It could be that it is it's the heart is giving to everybody who needs it. um yeah, it's really interesting what I see, but the heart is open to receive it, you know. In connection, that heart starts to build more strength for that person. So that's how I feel it and how I hear it. I also see a woman here. She needs to sleep, needs a lot of rest. Um, I have a feeling this woman had a lot of gave a lot away, gave a lot of her energy, gave a lot of her love, gave a lot of her power, I hear, to a lot of other people, to heal, to transform, um, without thinking too much about herself, till, you know, almost the battery is empty. And I see her laying on Mother Earth now. You know, she's laying on Mother Earth, rejuvenating, connecting, and even sleeping on Mother Earth, you know, just to rejuvenate. Um, yeah, those legs, it's really funny. Both their heads are standing on Mother Earth. So that's really beautiful. That's that it's here, you know, going upwise. Also, I have a feeling, because it's spirit here, that is so many spirit energies, ancestral energies. Maybe spirit. It could be that spirit, you know, put their lives upside down. And because it's here it's a masculine, and here it's a feminine energy, and in between there is a in between there is a bull, a Taurus. So yeah, it's really interesting that those legs are upside down. It could be that um, they had a volcano, and that's the legs of the masculine. They had a volcano behind them, something erupted. And well, now I get all these visions in my mind that yeah. Well, it's pretty intense. I feel that energy flowing through my body now. Yeah, it's well, let's keep it that I feel a strong sexual attraction here, and that's not only sexual, but it's also it's being showered by spirit. So it's really, this could be a very sacred um, union or couple. I see music notes here, in the open space. So it could be that um, I see mountains and I see open space. I see a fossil here. It could be that you're going to the beach and you're finding some fossils, or you're finding some fossils in the earth. Um, Also see a beautiful bird. Um, it's almost like it's a guardian. It's more like a guardian. Uh, yeah, because it's a bird here, and it's a also here on top is a masculine and a feminine energies together, um, in an embrace, and the bird is guarding them, is protecting them, protecting this energy. So that's really beautiful. And there is the road is open for them, because there's a whole road opening here, and also here the road to this kind of energy, where the masculine and the feminine are looking at each other. So there are, it's of course it's the time and the season of the twin flames coming together, of the soulmates, of the unions in love coming together. So it isn't surprising to me that there are so many masculine and feminine energies here in the in the coffee cup. So know that you are held by Hathor, and that Hathor, the goddess of love, she will bring you home. She will bring you home out of the confusion and out of the chaos and out of um, the old patterns, that you're having. Um, it's really amazing what this coffee cup is showing me. um, I see music, but I see also the mermaid, and it's almost here's another masculine is looking at that mermaid, is looking at that mermaid energy that is transforming, transforming the legs from the water, the fins from the water into and the tail from the water into the legs. And that's really interesting, because when we are diving deep in our emotions, we could meet the sirens of the ocean, and those sirens are most of the time not really easy and to deal with. So it could be that you're going through some shadow self, and that needs to be transformed. And when you transform this, you get more grounding under your feet, and um, removing all the old stories and the old storylines from your system. And it's almost like, oh, I hear the sharks has no influence on you anymore. When you're going through that last bit, then those sharks, that you know are in your subconscious mind, giving you sometimes anxiety, or giving you sometimes um, these dark feelings, those are disappearing. So it's really beautiful what is happening here. Question mark, question mark, I see. Some things are just not clear in the subconscious mind. But I know that it will give you all what you need to move forward. It's really beautiful. And I also see, how do you call it? Ooh, a caterpillar. A caterpillar that has, it's always on the move, it's always busy, it's always transforming, it's always changing. And that's what I see with in the middle. So that is when you you are aware of that you are doing all the things that you need a rest from, because that is why your life gets upside down when you're doing too much things, and more for other people than for yourself, and you disregarded um, what you needed in your life. You wanted to be there for other people in their lives, but you disregarded yourself. And it added so many more things onto it that now it's time for you to rest, rejuvenate, um, and enjoy your time. Really interesting what I see. And what's this? It could be that somebody is on the ocean. Somebody is, because I see an anchor here, and it's coming from underneath the woman. It could be that the woman is somebody's anchor, and they're holding on to it so tightly, that that they don't give it time to light the anchor. It's almost like that, to get the anchor out of the water and just be able to flow with that water. It's more like that they pulling so hard on that anchor that they keep her tight, or they keep that person locked in. It's almost like somebody needs to cut the chain here, and say, I let that anchor go, and I'm flowing away. Oh, and now I get a high peep in my ear, a high frequency in my ear. So I know that this is the right thing to do, that spirit says this is the right thing to do. You know, if they can't let the anchor go and go up, and you need to cut it. You need to cut that cord or the chain so that the anchor can hold you on that place, but that the anchor can let you go and flow where you want to go. You know, it's yeah, it's almost like people are holding on to that anchor. That's how I see the vision with it. And it's from the woman, you know. It's maybe the woman is somebody's anchor, you know. And it's time to cut. It's time to cut the cords, to cut the chain, you know. Even use it, I hear, even use a chainsaw if it's necessary. But you know, you need to, because they keep you, you know, to keep you in the dark, in their darkness. They keep you in their darkness. Okay, so what else? It could be there's somebody out there with a little child, and I see toothache. I see a little child and I see a tooth. So it could be that the child has a lot of toothache. And also I see also a mountain there that needs to be climbed. So there is it could be that it's pretty intense and that the mountain needs to be climbed. Interesting. And I see, oh, I see two birds in a nest. Oh, how cute. I see two little birds in a nest. So it could be, you know, it's time of, you know, the birds getting eggs out, you know, the little ones starting to fly. But I see two little birds in a nest. So it could mean that a nest is home, is you know, where you feel safe, where you are together, where you can come home to rejuvenate and fly out again. You know, it's flying in and out, and it's really beautiful. There's a really beautiful connection here, you know. Solid nest. And what's in the nest? I see a letter in the nest, and it's an eye. I see an eye in, and not an eye of an eye, not this kind of eye, but I see an eye, you know, as a letter in the middle. So that's really beautiful. So who resonates with it, take it on. Is there more? I see a shoe, a high heel. So I see a high heel in, and I see that high heel on somebody's body. So it could mean that somebody has pinned somebody down with high heels. No clue about that. Or somebody wants to see somebody with high heels. That's also possible. I have no clue. So if it resonates with you, take it on. I see the letter J. Um, and I see the letter F. And I see two Capricorns here, budding heads. Two Capricorns, budding heads. It's almost a love-hate relationship. That's what I see, because I see a heart behind it, but I see constantly budding heads. Mm. Wow. And that's interesting, because the deeper you go into the coffee, the more you start to see and to feel. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I think yeah, I see I see two elven ears here. I see two little elves here on the bottom. So it could be that you get your information from the Fae and the fairy realm. You're connected with fairies. Yeah, and I see another one, sticking out its tongue, like, it's really, fairies aren't always pretty, beautiful, and loving. They're also having these mischief energy within them that says, you know, fuck the world. So that's a little bit what is going on. Yeah. Yeah, I think I see the Alpha and Omega. The Omega. Omega is endings and new beginnings. So we're ending a phase of our lives, and starting a new one. And it's all open. It's all here in the white, it's all open. So, you know, go for that. I hear, go for it. Yeah, I see, yeah, I see nothing more than on the surface, what's coming up and what is releasing and being held, by the divine feminine. There are alls here that's supporting you, you know. Wisdom is with you. Knowledge is with you. That's wisdom and knowledge is with you. and a lot of spirits guides. Again, a lot of, and there are a few spirit guides that are really showing itself to you. They are really coming in your physical, yeah, in your space, to show themselves. It could be that you get new spirit guides here that's showing themselves for the first time. So if they come to you, no, they come in love, they come in joy, they come and bring you laughter, uh, they come and bring you a lot of fun, because I see, I feel that energy already. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, it's really fun to see that. I see here uh, two pairs of legs upside down that turn their life around, and wow, that brings a little bit of chaos with it. Not knowing what to do. You just I suggest just go with the flow. Life has no guarantees. We know that we're creating our own reality. So know and keep your mind strong in that belief, of what you really want in your life. But here, let go of the anchor, because it's weighing heavy on you. And and then under the anchor I see a cross. So the cross could mean it's an ending, or it is a sacrifice, that you are sacrificing every time when you go in that direction. So you need to let go. Divine feminine, you need to let go. No matter, wow, I hear to save yourself, you have to let go. Wow, that's very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Well, I would say, this was it for this month. Um, and know that Hathor, the goddess of love, is with you. She holds you and she brings you home. She's taking you home. You have a nest to come in and out, where it's safe for you, where it's abundant, where it's loving and caring. So keep going to that nest, you know, go in and out that nest, or it's probably you going to get a new home, that you, yeah, it's a really beautiful reading from this cup. And what else do I see here? Yeah, Hathor is bringing her flame. I see her candle and flame, her love, um, her warmth. What else do I see here? Yeah, I see a rebirth. I see the phoenix here. So it could be masculine and feminine both get the rebirth that they need. Um, it's interesting. I see the entrance of a castle here. The entrance of a castle. That's really beautiful. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And there is a rebirth going on here. So Hathor, goddess of love, will give you a rebirth. She is the mother energy. She is the energy that brings everything to life, that creates life, that brings, is a life bringer. So yeah, she is the, she's the cow. She is the cow mother. So that's interesting, because then I have a feeling there, the cow mother is be celebrating, celebrated at Lungnadesh, and I think that that's the right time for probably a new birth of celebrating all what's it's the first, what, how do you, the first harvest. So that's how I see it. Harvests the fruits, and what what the sow, what the seeds, what you now what you sow, you are reaping, and that will come to fertility and to birth in August. So yeah, really beautiful. Um, yeah, I keep it that way, and I wish you all the best and all the love, and I see you next time. Bye bye.